Hey, is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about mindset shifts, which we hear so much on this topic, but I really wanted to kind of segment different areas to really see how it's going to impact your life personally. So we're going to start off with the career edition and really focus on 5 different mindset shifts that can change your life in regards to your career. Mindset shifts are so important because it's directly tied to how you speak to yourself, and that impacts your self-confidence, especially in the world of your professional career. We can often feel like there's so much competition, or I don't know if I'm the best fit for this, or why would I want to change my career? I can't do that. Why would I want to grow in my career? I should just stay where I'm at. There are so many negative thoughts that run through our minds. But what if we change those all to positive thoughts and we really focused on the positive things that can happen in our life and in our career? That is going to make a huge impact and literally change your life. So the first thing that I feel is super common that we can say to ourselves is, especially when we get a new task, oh, I don't know how to do this. Well, yes, that may be true. But what if you shifted your mindset and said, I can learn how to do anything? Because that's the reality. Everything that you know how to do so far, you didn't just one day wake up and know how to do it. You had to learn it. It's a skill that you acquired and that you grew and you developed over time. So why can't you do that with something new? You know, when we always say like, oh, like learn this when you're young, like it's so great to learn languages for kids because they're sponges and they soak up so much information. Why do you have to stop being a sponge? You don't. At any point in your life, you can continue to take in new information that is going to be helpful for you. So if there is a part of a job that you do not know how to do yet, give yourself the opportunity to learn it, and then you can get to the point where you actually excel in it and you'll be able to help others in the future. Now this next one is a big one, and it's directly tied to hustle culture and that mentality of like, I have to do it all, I have to go. People often think, if I overwork myself, then I will be a great achiever. Yes, I'm sure you will achieve some things, but will you achieve happiness? Will you achieve balance? Will you achieve structure? Probably not. So why don't we focus on shifting our mindset to say, I can find balance in my work and still achieve success. You have to define what success looks like for you in a reasonable way, and then you can backwards design the steps that you are going to take to get to that area of success or to reach that goal. But then also, where are your pit stops? Where are you stopping to recharge, to plug in, and to pour into yourself? Just like an electronic device, if the battery is dead, it is not going to work, it's not going to achieve anything. So all that potential is just sitting there being wasted. And you don't want that to be the case for yourself. You don't want your potential to be wasted because you are literally drained. So find balance in your work and know that you can still be appreciated and valued in the workplace while taking time to appreciate and value yourself. Next up, we're moving into the area of mistakes. We are human. People make mistakes. That is the first thing that you have to accept. But it's what you do with those mistakes that makes the biggest difference. So if you've been given a new responsibility, don't automatically think, oh, but what if I do something wrong? Instead, think, I'm excited to learn how to do this. And if I make a mistake, I can view that as a learning opportunity. We all have room for growth. We all have room for personal improvement, for professional development, to learn and to grow. That's pretty much what the entire point is. There's never like a finish line of, I am a master of it all. No, you're constantly working, you're constantly building, and you're constantly expanding. So you're probably gonna do something wrong. I have done things wrong, but I've used those as learning opportunities to make sure that I don't make that same mistake again. Doesn't mean I'm never gonna make any mistake again, but it definitely won't be that one. Now, let's say you're in a different situation where you're just like, I don't know anything else. This is the career I've always had, and you have this mindset of, I don't think I'm capable of doing anything else. Shift that. You have skills, you have talents, you have experience, you have capabilities. So instead of thinking, I can't do anything else, shift to think, what skills and capabilities and unique qualities do I possess that could help me grow in a different direction in my career? How do my talents benefit my goals or this career change or shift that I want to make? I remember when I initially wanted to get out of teaching, which seems to be very common, especially now. And I was like, but I've always taught. Like, I worked at a daycare, and then I was a tutor, and I worked for an after school program, and then I worked like in the tutoring center in my college. Like, everything I did was leading up to being a teacher. I was a teacher's assistant, then I was a teacher, then I went to educational leadership. Like, that was the way that I was supposed to go. And so I literally Googled, what else can I do with a teaching degree? And it was like, oh, there's actually quite a few things. But honestly, what I do now, like, a degree isn't even needed. I do feel like it's helped me a lot in different ways just because of the knowledge and skills that I gained while I was in school. But also, like, I completely shifted directions and changed the trajectory that my career was going. It can be so easy to get like boxed into this path of like, oh, this is how you grow. And sure, like, if that's how you want to grow, that's completely fine. But don't let that limit you. Like, that's a limiting belief of, I can only stay on this path because this is what I've always done. If you have an interest in something else, I always suggest like starting it on the side, dabbling into it a little bit, seeing like what extra training or education you may need, what extra skills you need to gain or brush up on, and then building from there. And the next mindset shift that I want to address in the area of career is if you're in a position where now you get to apply for a promotion or some type of increase or different responsibility within your company. Do not say that someone else would be a better fit for the job that you want. Why can't it be you? If the position is open, they need to fill it, why not fill it with you? Instead, shift your mindset and say, I have skills that make me qualified for this job. One of the things that I love to do is to print out my resume, print out that job description, and go line for line. If this is something that they're requiring on the job description, where on my resume, where in my past experience have I done this before? Where have I excelled in this area? How can I showcase those skills? Sure, there could be someone else that's also a good fit for the position, but at the end of the day, they have to pick the person that's the best fit for the position, and that person should be you. So definitely don't focus on that comparison of like, oh, well, someone else can do this differently or better. They might be able to do it differently, but different isn't always better. You bring something special and unique to the table. So lean into that and really showcase who you are, showcase what you can do. But you have to showcase that to yourself first, which is why these mindset shifts are so important. If you want to advance in your career, to make a career change, to shift where your focus is in your career, you have the availability and the power to do that. You just have to put in the work. And you have to be aligned in your mind and in your heart and in your determination that you are going to do every single thing in your power in order to make that change. So I want you to try out these mindset shifts that are really going to change your life, especially related to your career, because we work a lot. It's a really big part of a lot of people's lives, but don't let it consume you. Allow your career to be a supplement and help you as you are continually building a life that you love. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.